Ryan, was there anything you wanted to touch on in these trying
Yes.
times?
Yeah. Forget about the trying times. That stuff is not important. What is important is all this crap on the internet I hear about people talking about veteran move.
Oh, we're talking about veteran move.
Yeah, we're talking about veteran move.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's one CP. It happens before initiative is rolled, and you choose a veteran specialist model, and they can either advance or make a normal move.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see anything like wrong with this?
No,
Anything
sounds right to me.
potentially game breaking about it?
Yeah. So I see where we're going here. This
Yeah,
is
yeah.
about the charge after the
I'm leading
veteran
the
move.
witness right now. Yeah, go
Yeah.
ahead.
Yeah. So we're talking about the charge that happens after you veteran move, and people talk about whether or not that should be a thing that's in the game, because technically the game states that you can't charge in a round in which you advanced or something along those lines. It's, I mean, tournament packets, at least here in the States, have ruled this pretty clearly that you can charge after a veteran move.
Mm-hmm.
There's other tournaments. I know in Europe there's been some discrepancies where people are saying that you can't. But I mean, the designer's commentary clarified this pretty clearly. I mean, they answered the question.
Yeah.
They said you can charge after making a veteran move. I mean, in a game where there are so few answers to these types of questions, we
Right.
finally got an answer, and people are still arguing about it, and it blows
Yeah,
my
they're
mind.
just completely ignoring it.
I
It
just don't
happens
see.
before initiative is rolled. So thus it happens before the game round even starts. There
Yeah.
is no controversy here. If you are a
Yeah.
tournament organizer and you're thinking about ruling this as you can't charge after making a veteran move, you are wrong.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even a situation where you're debating what like rules as intended were, because
Right.
there's no debate because they've come out and said it.
Yep.
Like it's there for people to say, oh, let's not listen to this. Let's just listen to the rules as written in the book.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's coming from the same source. It's Games Workshop. It's the game developers.
Yep.
I don't know and it's not. I don't think that vet move plus advance is something that's too good. It's not like an overpowered thing.
No, it is definitely not.
It's quite easy to play around.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
I mean, you just bank your CP and you decisive strike.
Exactly.
And that's it.
That's
Deploy. Yeah, if you think that your opponent's taking a veteran, you're going to know because you're going to see the list before deployment.
Yep.
And you just need to deploy appropriately and not do anything stupid and save your CP. Yeah, I mean, you put yourself down a CP when you do this. Not that veteran move is bad, but veteran move with the intention of just charging, which is largely what people are concerned about.
Yeah.
It's not game breaking. It's just be a good player, be a smart player. You can get around it.
Just get good. But yeah, that's my kind of like rant. What do you want to talk about?
Well, obviously, we should at some point reflect on the fact that I don't want to go too deep into this because it's been beaten to death, but the kill team tournament scene, along with just about every other tabletop tournament scene right now, is crumbling before our eyes. At least for the next few months, the foreseeable future. All these events are
getting
canceled.
Pause. It's just
it's on pause. Mm-hmm. Events are getting canceled. It's super unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
And people are worried about. I mean, I think the biggest blow isn't necessarily tournaments getting canceled. It's people right now, for the foreseeable future, just can't go to their local game store and play.
Right.
And this sucks because this is like, that's like kind of like the lifeblood of tabletop games, is because not everybody has somebody at home or next door or a friend that they can just go to their house and play. Like a lot of people get their games in going to the store,
right,
and kind of interacting with their community. And that's kind of an unfortunate thing that's going on. So how can you play Kill Team right now? For starters, don't go way out of your way. If your game store somehow is open, which I mean, a lot of places are closing. Like
our local store closed this afternoon.
Yeah. If you're in a state where your store is open by some
Miracle.
do not go. Right.
Yeah.
Like obviously
Stay
don't
home.
go. Stay home. Don't go. There is another option. If you really, really want to play Kill Team or you want to play tabletop games, there's another option. This is something that we've both been looking at for like a week now.
Yep.
I've gotten several games in this way. Tabletop Simulator on Steam.
Yeah.
And it sounds, I remember when I first heard it because people were jumping on it last week when things started closing down and getting canceled.
Yeah.
It sounds a lot jankier than it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
But there are YouTube videos you can look up. I mean, we can throw one of them in the description of this of the YouTube video that this is going to be on. And there's tutorials showing you how to do it. It's super simple. And there's maps where you can play on, like they have the LVO map on there. They have arena maps on there.
Yep.
Everything's very intuitive, and you can download armies pretty simply. Like,
you just install the mod and then you go through and save all the objects that you want, all the models that you want to play with, because there's tons of 40K armies on there where every single model and like weapon combination that the model can have are all up there. So and it's awesome. The one takeaway, obviously, I've been playing for about a week now. I've been getting games in with just random people off of like a Kill Team Discords, and I'm playing with people that I would have never ever gotten the chance to play against. Like I played against a dude in Italy last week who is like quarantined because obviously Italy is just in shambles at the moment. Yeah.
And it's just crazy to play with these types of people. And in addition to that, once all this blows over, Tabletop Simulator is like the perfect sad hammer setup.
Yeah, because you don't need to sad hammer. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, because you could just download the models. You don't have to go out and buy a team just to sad hammer against yourself. Obviously, people can proxy, but it's not quite the same.
Yeah.
And there's like basically terrain setups.
Yeah.
I think it's a huge opportunity, and obviously, it's not at all like a replacement for real tabletop. As soon as this calms down, people are not going to be playing in Tabletop Simulator really, but I think right now it's an awesome opportunity.
It is, yeah.
Like the Spanish scene that we talk about so frequently. Yeah, they're already running tournaments over Tabletop Simulator. I mean, those guys are so dedicated; it blows my mind. But
yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, people are really jumping on it, and I like it a lot. I check out the videos that we post in the description, the tutorials. It's really simple. If you have the game, if you don't have the game, it's cheap. It's like $10, $20, depending on where you buy it. And getting all these models and files in is free off the Steam Workshop. Yeah, it's a good time. Yeah,
I figured it out, and I didn't even know that those videos were up until just now. So
yeah.
That's how easy it is.
Yeah. So anyways, Tabletop Simulator, great alternative. Don't go to your local game store if it's open. If you really want to play Kill Team and you're really bummed out that you don't get to play your tabletop, whatever it is that you want to play, that's a great option.
Yeah.
So anything else you wanted to talk about before we get into this interview with Alex?